Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive. And for our listeners, especially those joining us from One Cloud Talks by One Cloud Consultants, think of this as your personalized shortcut to the really key takeaways from Zoholics UK 2025.
Yeah, we've done the legwork, gone through the marketing track sessions.
And we're here to basically give you the highlights, the stuff that really matters.
Exactly. Our goal today is simple. Distill the essential knowledge from Zoholics. We want you to understand not just what they talked about, but more importantly, why it's relevant for your own marketing right now.
Giving you that perspective without you having to sit through hours of talks.
That's the idea. Get you informed quickly.
So we've got a plan. We'll start with the foundations, the bedrock of good marketing.
Customer understanding, data, that sort of thing.
Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of lead generation techniques. Powerful stuff there.
And finally, how to nurture those leads and, crucially, bridge that gap with sales and even after sales.
Right. And throughout, we'll keep coming back to that example. Zoholics used Glaze Ground Care, the fictional lawnmower company.
Yes, selling commercial mowers. It really helps make these concepts stick, makes them practical.
Okay, let's unpack that first foundation.
Yeah.
Customer centricity. Really knowing your audience. Sounds basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's everything.
It really is. The absolute golden rule they kept mentioning is seeing things from the customer's viewpoint. Now, Zoho doesn't have, an app for that philosophy.
No, not quite.
But it gives you the tools to build that understanding. Customer research is the absolute bedrock. If you don't know your customers, your prospects, well, how can you serve them? Or find them? Or win new deals?
It's fundamental. So surveys are a common tool for this.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where it got really interesting at Zoholics. They shared a stat that honestly surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
We often overestimate how much people will give us. Zoho UK's own survey, just a 1.6% response rate.
Wow.
And that was to their managed accounts, people they already have a relationship with.
Yeah, that really drives home the challenge, doesn't it? Customers don't get much direct benefit from filling out a survey, so you have limited credit with them.
So the solution, make it easy, frictionless.
Exactly. They talked about Zoho surveys, inline surveys, the questions right in the email. You click a button, boom, response recorded, even before a thank you page or anything.
Cuts down abandonment massively, I bet.
Hugely. And then there's the one question survey, even simpler. The whole interaction, clicking buttons, happens inside the email itself.
And that response gets logged where?
Into Zoho Marketing Automation. It uses what Zoho calls a journey, basically, an automated workflow.
Okay, like an automation sequence.
Precisely. No code, drag and drop. You set it up once, schedule it, and it just runs, gathering info over time. And crucially, the results flow automatically from marketing automation right into Zoho CRM.
So sales gets the insights.
Instantly, which is vital.
What about, face-to-face stuff, field sales, account managers talking to clients?
Good point. For that, they highlighted Zoho Forms. Imagine a rep with a tablet pulls up the client's CRM info. They can correct it, add details right there, and it syncs instantly back to CRM and marketing automation. It's about enriching data during those personal touch points.
So, strategically,
Yeah.
we're not just asking about, company size, right? What should we be asking?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? For real strategic insight, you need to dig deeper. Future plans, challenges. Maybe tariffs mean they're suddenly interested in efficiency.
Okay.
Or product needs. For Glaze Ground Care, is reliability the absolute top priority? For a clothing shop, are hats the next big thing? For a vet, are people asking about iguanas suddenly? Shows a gap.
It's tempting to just assume we know, especially if you've been around a while.
It's tempting. But research almost always throws up surprises. You have to ask. Otherwise, you risk making the wrong thing, wrong time, wrong price, selling to the wrong people.
Okay, so we ask the right questions, get the data. But then, quality. Zoholics really hammered this home. Bad data kills marketing.
Oh, absolutely ruins it. Think about it. UK, United Kingdom, England, different capitalization, CAMS for Cambridge. You can't segment properly, can't even find records reliably.
Nightmare fuel for a marketer.
Totally. And that's where Zoho Data Prep comes in. It's designed to clean this stuff up in bulk.
How does it work?
It can replace text, fix capitalization like Timothy to Timothy. You chain these fixes into rule sets and can schedule them to run every night.
Keep things consistently clean.
Exactly. And it's more important than ever now with AI. Someone at Zoholics said, if you've got bad data, your AI learns from it and you get crap results. Simple as that.
Makes sense. Data prep can do conditional changes too, like if this, then that.
Yep. And even generate new data, like pulling a website URL from an email domain, Pretty smart.
Okay, foundation's covered. Let's shift gears a bit. Brand building. It seems less direct, maybe, but still fundamental.
Absolutely fundamental. And it's having a real comeback moment. One big challenge is just the sheer number of ways you can build a brand and comparing them, like London Underground ads versus website banners. Different metrics entirely.
How do you even start to compare those?
Well, that's where Zoho Analytics shines. It lets you pull all that diverse brand activity data into one place. Pre-built charts, filters. You can compare costs, cost per thousand, CPM, across totally different channels, much easier than juggling spreadsheets.
Okay, that consolidation is powerful, but why brand? Strategically, if it doesn't drive leads tomorrow.
The 955 rule. This was fascinating. The idea is, at any given moment, only a tiny fraction, maybe 5%, maybe 20% for something like CRM of your market is actually in the market to buy.
Right now, yeah.
So your immediate lead gen hits that small group. What about the other 80, 95%? Brand advertising keeps you top of mind, so when they do start looking, they think of you.
It's playing the long game.
Precisely. Zoholics offered 3 golden rules for brand building. 1. Don't be dull. Dull ads cost way more to get noticed. The extraordinary cost of dull, they called it.
I like that.
2, be distinctive. Really hard, but crucial. Needs consistency over years, especially if you're not Coca-Cola. It's more than a logo. Visuals, fonts, style. Like Zoho UK's game-changing value campaign. Game theme, plain background, that specific font.
Yeah, you recognize it instantly.
That's distinctiveness. And 3, associate with a positive attribute. Beyond just awareness, what quality do you want linked to your brand? Like TH Bakers for good secondhand watches.
Practical advice.
Keep the decision-making group small. Too many opinions kill distinctive work. Focus on being recognizable, not necessarily liked by everyone internally, as long as it's not offensive.
How do you measure if it's working, if not clicks?
A yearly brand tracker survey, usually an external agency job, measuring awareness in your target market. Essential. But for digital brand ads, Zoho Marketing Automation's Smart URL tool helps. Short URLs, QR codes, you track clicks. It doesn't mean conversion, but it shows which ads are getting attention.
Gives you some indication.
Exactly. And Zoho UK shared their own story, launched a modest brand campaign early 2023. Their lead volume started growing steadily afterwards, a trend they hadn't seen before, even with ongoing lead gen. Shows that correlation.
That's compelling evidence. So is brand different for B2B versus B2C?
You know, it's surprisingly similar. You're still selling to people, right? The main twist in B2B is often selling to a committee, not one person.
Multiple stakeholders.
Right. So Zoho's game-changing value campaign, it has tailored messages for sales, finance, CEO, ops, IT, HR, different roles, same overarching brand. But the principle holds. Keep brand advertising broad within your target market. Reach people who might become buyers later, too.
Okay, foundations and brands sorted. Let's get into lead generation. Websites are key, but all that anonymous traffic, big challenge.
Huge challenge. Most website visitors just vanish. Zoho UK's numbers again, 625,000 visitors 1 month, only 30,000 identifiable leads. That's 5% conversion.
Which sounds okay. Intense.
It's considered pretty good, yeah. But still, that's 95% potential lost. The game is converting those anonymous visitors into names and emails you can actually talk to.
So how? Gated content is the classic, right? Ebooks, white papers.
Still works. Maybe even better now, ironically. People guard their details more, so if they do fill out a form, they're likely more interested.
Makes sense. So the process.
Take something valuable. Glaze Ground Care's mower maintenance schedule, say. Sell the value clearly. Ask for minimal info. Name, business email.
And the tech behind it.
Form fills, maybe built with Zoho sites or any CMS. Contact gets added to a list in Zoho Marketing Automation. That triggers a journey.
The workflow again.
Yep. Sends the content via email, acts as a double opt-in. And maybe gently nudge for a business email if they use Gmail, especially B2B. The journey can also bump up their lead score.
Any golden rules for gated content?
Yeah, a few good ones. Don't gate everything. Build trust with free stuff, too. Deliver exactly what you promised. Promote it beyond your website, LinkedIn, industry sites. And repurpose PDF to webinar, video clips, social snippets. Link back to the form.
What about competitors grabbing your best stuff?
Honestly, most competitors are too busy with their own problems to systematically download all your gated content. Don't let that fear paralyze you.
Fair point. What if you just want newsletter signups? No big content piece.
Less compelling, sure, but still useful. The key is, be specific, Glazed ground care shouldn't have one generic sign-up. Separate ones. Standalone mowers list, zero-turn mowers list, different journeys, relevant content.
And Zoho forms let you map fields directly.
Yes, form fields can link straight to marketing automation fields. It keeps data tidy.
Okay, moving from anonymous to like a real conversation, how do we bridge that?
If someone's really keen, Zoho Bookings is powerful. Lets them schedule a proper meeting. Time, date, person, topic.
So they identify themselves to book it.
Exactly. Name, email, company dot captured. It converts them immediately. And that info flows from bookings to CRM, creates a contact, a meeting record.
Which then syncs to marketing automation.
You got it. So you can start tailored follow-ups right away.
What about chatbots? They're everywhere now.
Yep. Zoho Sales IQ handles that. First thing it should do, ask for name and email. Sure, offer a transcript, but the real win is capturing that lead info.
And same flow. Sales IQ to CRM to marketing automation.
Pretty much. You might customize the CRM fields slightly to make sure you get, say, a first name clearly. But yeah, it passes the info along, tags them as coming from chat. Great context for follow-up.
Events, too. Huge for leads, right? Zoholics itself is an example.
Massive. But running epic events, big conferences, hybrid ones, even workshops is way harder than it looks. Management wants VIPs, live streams, apps.
Forgetting the most important thing.
Attendees. You need people there. Zoho Backstage is built for this. Manages the whole life cycle. Event website, tickets, speakers, sponsors, exhibitors, everything.
And it helps promote it.
Integrates with email for promos, helps create ads for social. Vital for actually getting bums on seats, virtual or physical.
Okay, circling back to email. You said it's better for follow-up, can feel spammy. How do we avoid losing people with unsubscribes? That's game over.
Right, that's a disaster. How do you give people control without losing them completely? Zoho Marketing Automation's Topics feature.
Topics? How does that work?
Instead of one big unsubscribe button, you segment emails by topic. Glazed ground care could have stand-on mowers, zero-turn mowers, maintenance, safety. If someone gets too many maintenance emails.
They just untick that one topic.
Exactly. They stay subscribed to everything else they care about. Just keep your topic simple so you don't accidentally cut people off from stuff they want.
Smart. Okay, last lead gen channel. Social selling. We're all on LinkedIn, Twitter. How do we that activity count?
Social can be tough for direct leads, yeah. Lists shrink, hard to get traction sometimes, but it is a direct line to people. Converting interest is simpler than you might think with Zoho.
How so?
Integrate Zoho Social with Zoho CRM. You can automate lead creation in CRM based on engagements. Someone replies to your X post, boom, lead created.
Automatically.
Can be. Assign it as a low-priority task to sales, automates pulling social buzz into your sales tool. But be sensible and awesome work.
Yeah.
Comment doesn't need your top salesperson.
Use judgment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Replicate it across channels, LinkedIn, Insta for different actions like reposts or comments. Now, key thing, this is social to CRM.
Not marketing automation.
Right, because social usually gives you a handle, not an email. So follow-up happens on social. Ask for the email there, get consent, then add them to marketing automation for wider nurturing.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've got leads, but they're not always ready to buy. Nurturing. And knowing when to pass them to sales, that old marketing versus sales tension.
Classic problem. Zoholics addressed it directly. Marketing might call a scanned badge from a show a lead. Sales looks at it and says, this is just a name. It's not qualified.
Happens all the time.
Marketing's job is to take that raw data and enrich it. Find the job role, the company, specific interests for glazed ground care is its stand-ons, safety, running costs. That enrichment turns it into a qualified lead.
Which brings us back to nurture journeys again.
Central to everything, Zoho Marketing Automation journeys. Lead comes in, form, fill, whatever, gets added to a list, triggers a personalized email series.
And lead scoring is key here.
Critical, but not generic scoring like email open, box open emails. You need your own scoring based on meaningful actions, downloading content, visiting specific pages.
Like the glazed ground care example.
Yeah, score differently for interest in mower types versus services. Interest in running costs might signal a finance person. Safety guides, maybe the safety officer. You build a picture from behavior, not by asking annoying questions.
And the journeys have delays. Varied content.
Yep, delays between emails, hours, days. Mix up the content. PDFs, webinars, videos, tips, even useful third-party stuff. Keeps people engaged, reveals their specific interests.
So, the magic moment.
Yeah.
When is a lead officially an MQL, ready for sales?
That's handled by a separate marketing automation journey, triggered when a lead hits a certain score threshold you've defined.
Okay, how does that handoff work?
The journey checks the score. If it meets the threshold, bam. Creates a high-priority task in Zoho CRM for a sales rep.
With details.
Full details, leads engagement history, interests, what they've clicked on, downloaded. You could even have it create a deal in CRM automatically. It also tags the contact in marketing automation lead created so they don't get sent over again 5 minutes later.
And the salesperson sees all this history in CRM.
Everything, all the emails marketing automation sent, their responses, the content, they can start an informed conversation knowing exactly what resonated. That's proper sales enablement.
What if sales talks to them but they're not ready? Long cycle ahead.
Good scenario. Sales updates the lead status in CRM, maybe contact in future. That triggers another marketing automation journey, this one for long-term nurture.
Okay.
If, down the line, that lead engages with the long-term content and hits a higher score threshold, boom. New high-priority task in CRM. Brings dormant leads back onto the radar when they warm up again, with full context for sales.
Clever. Okay, finally, after sales.
Yeah.
Marketing's job isn't done when the deal closes, right?
Not at all. Zoholics outlined about 6 areas, but let's focus on 3 big ones. First, onboarding. Getting new customers up to speed.
Challenge there is purchase data is in CRM or finance, not marketing tools.
Exactly. The solution. Create a custom transactions module in CRM. Think of it like adding a flexible section just for invoice line items. Then use Zoho Flow, that is Zoho's middleware, connects apps to push selected transactions.
Like just the main product, not spare parts.
Right. Push those to a specific list in marketing automation, say, stand-on mowers onboarding. That list triggers an onboarding journey, product-specific emails, short delays, like 3 days. You can even stop someone getting onboarded twice for the same thing.
Nice. What's next?
Customer success. They called it huggity boos at Zoholics, which made me chuckle. Meaning keeping customers happy, making sure they get value long-term. Similar setup to onboarding, but different content tips, industry news, and longer delays. Maybe start after 2 months, then monthly emails.
And the third one.
Renewals for things like maintenance contracts. Set up a marketing automation journey with a really long delay, maybe 325 days after purchase, to automatically start promoting renewal as the end date approaches.
Makes sense. Cross-selling too.
Similar idea, shorter delay, maybe 3 days after the initial purchase, promote complementary products. And then there's dynamic content for newsletters.
Making newsletters less generic.
Exactly. Use Zoho Marketing Automation to build one template, but certain blocks change based on CRM data, like the account manager's name or industry-specific news.
So Glaze Ground Care sends one newsletter, but the golf club sees golf news from their rep, and the council sees local gov news from theirs.
Precisely. No need for 15 different versions, but it relies on having good data in CRM about industries, roles, etc. Back to data quality.
It all comes back to that. Wow, we've covered a lot of ground there. From foundations, data, brand, through all the lead gen tactics, nurturing, sales collaboration, after sales. Phew.
It's a comprehensive picture, isn't it? What really came across is how integrated platforms like Zoho CRM Plus, which bundles all these marketing apps with CRM and more, how they let you move past doing things in silos.
It's about designing those seamless processes.
Designing the process and pairing it with great content. That's the recurring theme.
So the big takeaway from Zoholics UK 2025, marketing now is about being strategic, definitely data-driven, laser-focused on the customer, and using automation smartly to build relationships at every single step.
Well put. And maybe that leaves a question for you, listening now, to think about. What part of your customer's journey are you currently just, assuming you know, or handling manually that could be completely transformed with better research, cleaner data, or maybe one of these integrated automated approaches we've just unpacked?